Hello, Alejandra Santos here. I'm coming in here today because I want to really discuss something very important, and that is to recognize what big companies like Forever 21 have done wrong. As a small business, as a small to medium sized business owner, you can really learn from all of these companies filing for bankruptcy. So I want to really break it down for you in a very digestible way. So I posted an article on it on the website. You can always go to intothenext.com, and you'll find all of our insights. So if we go ahead and break down Forever 21, so Forever 21 used to be a massive big retailer. They used to bring clothing from China at a so they used to sell at a very affordable price. So it was when I was growing up back in my day, which is way back in my day, by the way, I really loved going to Forever 21 because they had so much variety of trendy clothes in the racks. And it actually took me hours to go through it all just because I tried on so many really cool pieces. Their price point was so on point that it really allowed a lot of consumers to really not stretch themselves over these pieces, and they were really trendy. So, what happened to Forever 21? A big retailer store like this, which had such a strong consumer demand, you would have never thought that a company like this would go bankrupt or file for bankruptcy. But Forever 21 filed for bankruptcy in 2019 and recently in 2025. So, what really happened under all of this? Well, if we look at how technology is rapidly evolving and how consumer behavior is changing accordingly to that response, Forever 21 overexpanded without a really good strategy. So they open up too many stores, which is I always talk about growing broke too fast. They open up way too many stores too quickly with 800 worldwide. And this is a very common mistake that retail business owners do because when the money is flowing, sales are roaring, and customer demand is really high, then they feel very safe to open up all the stores because you want to expand really quickly. But what happens is that you don't take into account your overhead costs and what may happen in an economy downturn, or what may happen if consumer behavior starts to shift, right? So that's number one. Number two was ignoring e-commerce trends. So Forever 21 really never put a lot of investment into their website. Their website was really clunky, shipping was very slow, and online branding was very inconsistent. So their main focus was really to drive people to read to the actual physical location for purchasing. However, when you have technology rapidly changing and you're seeing consumer behavior shifting to more online shopping preferred preference, then you as a business owner really want to keep up with those trends. You as a business owner really need to understand that you cannot control consumer behavior. You can influence it, but still meet them where they are in their interest and purchase behavior and patterns. So you can influence it in a way while you're meeting them as well. So they did not take care of this, and this is one of the reasons why they filed for bankruptcy. I am going to add failure to adapt to market changes, in which it goes back to the consumer. They stuck to its low cost, trendy apparel model, while consumer taste shifted toward sustainability, quality, and ethical production. And I want you to know and remember that Forever 21 was created for a generation that their preferences changed, and the new generation values company mission and sustainability and what are they doing for the environment and for the community. So Forever 21 really failed to understand how consumer preferences were also changing when they were actually picking for a brand that they identify themselves with. The other one that I really like to touch on is a no clear exit plan. I know everybody listens to my podcast, Scale to Exit, and you guys know I have a business that's called Into the Next, where we actually prepared businesses for an exit plan. And that exit plan basically means, preparing a strategy just in case trouble hits. You have a roadmap, and you don't have to make reactive decisions. You're actually making a proactive decision according to your roadmap. So by the time bankruptcy hit, it was too really late to restructure the business. I mean, this is a big dinosaur. So bigger companies take a longer time to restructure. When you're small or medium sized, you're a little bit more nimble, and you're able to do a lot of things quicker than a big company like Forever 21 is. So the last one that I want to touch base on is operational inefficiencies. So behind the scenes, Forever 21 suffered from supply chain issues, high inventory costs, and mismanaged vendor relationships. I talk a lot to my clients in CPG, my clients manufacturing, that diversify your supply chain. There's so many things that you can do to minimize this risk. Cash flow monitoring is one of them. It's interesting to me that there is a lot of cash flow monitoring going for startups, but it goes to a place where smaller, medium-sized businesses go into these huge success ventures, and then they stop to monitor their cash flow. And it looks to me that they should continue doing that, right? So these case studies, I really love to go into them and really go into in depth, because it really teaches you a lot as a business owner on what not to do and the things that you should really solve before they become a problem. So these are problems that you want to solve before they become a problem to you. So head over to the website, intothenext.com/insights. I post a lot of really good articles there, very educational tactics, strategies that you can put in executing your business right away. You don't need me to do that or my team. And you will find it very useful. And as always, if you would like to get in a conversation with me, I am here for you. I always welcome a free strategy call if you would want to join me. And yeah, let's go ahead and take you to the next phase of your business. And until the next time, bye.